you have a tent and aren't for sure, get a hold of somebody. They can give me my information, send me what you got, we'll take a look at it. We want to make sure everybody's safe, but that's just not for roof, that's the sidewalls, that's the floor. So if we're putting stuff down to absorb any type of flammable liquid or combustible liquid like oil or grease, you want to make sure that that's still fire rated. You don't want to put plastics down. Plastics are basically, there are some fire rated plastics out there, but a lot of them are basically solid gasoline that you're standing in. Plus it makes it more slippery. Tents, we need to have at least, if a tent is 200 square feet or more, it needs to have a permit. The canopy is 400 square feet. The question always comes to me, Brian, what's the difference? The canopy has one wall or less. A tent has 2 or more walls. So if you got 2 sidewalls up, it is considered a tent. If it has 1 or none, it is considered a canopy. So there's 2 different square footages that we look at for that. So it's 200 and above, or above 200 for tents, above 400 for canopy. So 20 by 20 canopy does not need a permit. 20 by 20 tent needs a permit. Other things, if you're cooking with grease, you have to have a Type K fire extinguisher. They're in the silver can, they'll say Type K. They're very hard to get. You're probably going to have to go through some sort of restaurant vending company to get them, or through a fire extinguishing company. You need to make sure they've been serviced within the last year. If you look, they usually have a tag on them that says that they've been serviced.
Step over here so we're out of the way. Okay, so I'm talking about fun stuff about how to dispose of waste, recycling, charcoal, grease, gray water, which some of you may have if you're cooking, others may not have it, so you can ignore it. Okay, so the trash receptacles for both the ones pictured here and then the ones on the recycling page will look a little bit different this year because we're going through a different group, but they'll still be labeled primarily the same way, have some sort of trash label on them. The recycling one on the next will have the traditional recycling logo on it with like the 3 arrows kind of around. Please don't put any grease or gray water in any of those, or charcoal. You need to let the charcoal fully cool. We'll cover that on a different page. I want to show so recycling, here's the 3 arrows in a row. But so whatever the bin looks like, as long as it has that, it is ready for your recycling. It's best if you flatten all the cardboard. There'll be folks going around and picking up the cardboard that will be behind your tent. So if you just flatten it and leave it in a pile, they'll come and grab it, and that way it won't fill up all the recycling toters that are around. There'll also be a fair amount of dumpsters that will be labeled either trash or recycling, and so you can put, it's a St. Paul is a one sort for recycling, so your cardboard recycling, paper recycling, glass, cans, all of that can be put in the one dumpster. Next. Okay, so charcoal. If you're cooking with charcoal, you should have some sort of metal bin or container in your area that you put used charcoal in to fully cool down. And that might mean that that charcoal has to stay in that bin for over 24 hours. It should be fully cool before you dump it into any dumpster or before you put it into a trash bag or something like that. But just stop one of the waste folks who are going to be all around. I'm sure they'll have some sort of shirt on that'll identify them, but if you have questions about it specific to your booth and your needs, please just ask the question and we'll get you guys what you need. So grease. If you're cooking with grease or you bring grease on site, there is some sort of container that will usually have some sort of metal grate above it that will catch food as you pour your grease into the container. So they may look blue, but they'll be labeled, and that's where you put the grease. Now on the next slide is gray water, which just means used water or water that you've already cooked with. So if you've boiled rice or noodles or anything like that, the water that has been used to cook will go into gray water containers. And those will be, if you're in the food section, which I think we'll have a map in a little bit, but if you're in the food section, there's a ton in between the lanes of the food rows. You'll see lots of gray water and grease barrels around the area. So make sure to dump that water there. You can it again with the yellow arrows coming up? No, okay. So it didn't show up in this, but there. Oh, okay. It just in the rows, you'll see, so all the food vendors will be kind of in between in all the parking spots, and kind of in between, like on Winnie Avenue, kind of between the two rows, there'll be your gray water, your grease, there'll be dumpsters by the pool. There's also, the hydrants get tapped for this to give you potable water. So you can go and fill up your barrels. I know a lot of people have wagons and stuff, but you'll fill up your barrels of water at those sites, and there's a couple different hydrants that you can use. And also St. Paul Regional Water is bringing the water wagon again. So that offers free drinking water. So if you or your staff or anybody like that need water, you can go and fill up at any time. And you can also check and see if your house pipes have lead in it. So if that's of interest to you, feel free. I think that's it for me. Oh, well, actually, that is not it for me. You're welcome. So in the area, so what we want to do is make the park look kind of the same as, I know it's a big festival and there's a lot of people here, but we don't want to pour any grease or water on the ground. So there's a lot of vegetation in between like the parking areas. And we don't want anybody to get charged for damage, which is what happens with the damage deposits and stuff like that. So just make sure that you're disposing of the product in the right areas. Otherwise, we do a walkthrough after, and all the booths are marked on the ground. So we usually know it just gets assessed to whatever booth is closest. So make sure that you're disposing of stuff in the right areas. We don't want to damage any vegetation that is in the park.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Kate. All right. Here is one of the most important part as well of why you are here. So how many of you are new this year? Can I see a show of hands? Okay. Well, welcome. We love to have you, and you are amongst friends here. Trong xe này đi chơi có chia sẻ nó, còn nó ít nuôi chỉ kế được có biết sản phẩm cho. Loading in and loading out, that's the biggest reason why you're all here, right? And it's a bonus, you learn about all the rules again that we talked through. The Shima Hachi Gay no, and I gave this a penny here. Yang bị giống nó nói là nếu mà rất cái công ty, rất cái shipa, rất cái bây giờ tao, rất cái bây giờ lòng đi cả là tao mới được. So in order for us to have a smooth transition, the flow of traffic for vendors, starting from Friday, is understanding the process and working in collaboration, okay? So on this map is just the event and the parks, which you all are probably familiar with already, and we'll go into the details a little bit later on, but this is just to help you understand the footprint of the McMurray Field and what we are going to be looking at, okay? Thank you, Fina. We're going to start June 26th. On Friday, in 3 weeks, right? In 3 weeks, so please arrive early. This year, and when you get your packets, for those of you that are returning, for those of you that are new, you may not know the difference. But for those of you that are vendors that are returning this year, you will notice you have 2 passes in your packet. Make sure on Friday you're bringing the correct one for load in. And so here are the times for all of our, hold on, I think I clicked something in. Want to make sure that you are paying attention to the times, and it's a little bit, it's a small print at the top here, but these times maybe, these are the zones, okay. So starting at 7:30, food trucks, I will see you bright and early Friday, June 26th at the State Fair, okay? And for those of you that have never been there, it's on Como Avenue, right after 280, I want to say 280, right? Okay, 280, and I'm looking at Dr. Dow because his school is right there, 280, and so it's right across the Coliseum at the State Fairgrounds, if you have been to the State Fair, and this is what it looks like for those of you that have never been to the parking lot we use every year for this event. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the State Fair, and then I know Commander Amanda and Laura may talk a little bit more about the directions, but we are going to start at the State Fair, and then you're going to go to, you're going to take Como all the way down to Hamlin. Okay, so we're actually going to lead a procession at each of the time of your load-in times that are on your packet. We've already picked your load-in time for you. We have limited load-in passes, so if there is a time that does not work, we would have to exchange it with someone else. But we normally keep it because, and we don't want you to change it because of the reasons for the zoning. So I will share that a little bit more for you. So again, arrival and load-in directions. When you are at the State Fair, we are going to line you up, and we're going to talk about that a little bit more later on. We're going to line you up, but I want to make sure that you are aware that you must have your load-in pass ready with the time. We will have parking staffing on Friday to help you and say, oh, you're 7:30 a.m. Oh no, you're 8 a.m. You're going to go wait in line, and we'll call you, or we'll start lining you guys up until it's 8 a.m. and then we'll wave you down. At the State Fairground, you will meet one of our nice St. Paul police officers, along with our wonderful parking staff from United Hmong Family, and they will greet you, line you up, and then you must, before you leave, when you're driving by them as they're stamping, when you're exiting the State Fair parking lot, you must make sure you get your load-in pass stamped. Okay, and we're going to talk about that a little bit more, because as you can see, as you can see here, if you show up at gate 7 without a stamp, you're going to be turned back around to the State Fair with our security officers at gate 7 on Jessamine and Hammond. So we'll talk about that a little bit. All right, so Amanda, I'm going to give this to you, or do you?
Okay, for those of you that are new this year, welcome. As President Mee said, this is part of one of the most important parts. And so at some point, if you have questions, please ask questions. The big piece with load-in is everybody wants to get in, get set up, and be ready to go. And then when we talk about load-out, it's an even more important piece because after 3 days of you guys working so hard day in and day out, everybody wants to get out. And if there isn't this process in place, if people try and circumvent the process or do something different, it can create a very, very big delay that is frustrating for all of your friends that are in this room here today, okay? So our goal is to really put in processes that are most efficient so that we can get people out, especially on Sunday, but then on Friday get them set up. And so we ask you to please adhere to these rules and follow these protocols because they are put in place after many years of trying to tweak it and make it better every year. For those of you that have been here the last 2 or 3 years, hopefully you've seen that, especially with load out, it's gotten a lot smoother as each year progresses. And so that is our continued goal. And some of this President Mee already talked about. So yes, the vendor staging lot will be, the address is 1784 Como Avenue. And then I think they have a map at some point. If not, in the packet there's going to be the zones, so you'll know what your zones are. So at some point, don't quote me on exactly where, but around this, kind of in this area, the zones will look a little different on the updated map, but you're going to end up lining up your vehicles in the zones. That way our officers can say, okay, zone 1 go, zone 2 go. And the reason for that is because we have to have the right amount of space where your booth is going to be for people to set up. So we created the zones so that it matches the space so that you can start setting up while other people come in as well. So as President Mee said, you're going to take Como Avenue over to Hamlin Avenue. So you're going to come right out of the parking lot, drive straight across and come down. Some of you that are familiar with the area, you know that there's different ways to get here. We ask you to please don't do that, okay? Sometimes people like to come down around the back here near Snelling and cut across on Jessamine. If you do that, we have to send you all the way back, and then that'll impact your zone as well. And the reason for that is we have to manage the traffic because certain vendors have a lot bigger vehicles or trucks than others. So we have to keep one path for everybody so that we can direct people the appropriate way once you enter the grounds, okay? For load-in day, what we're going to end up doing is when you enter the grounds from over here, if you're the merchandise booth, and there will be officers, you don't have to memorize this, by the way. This is just for you to at least be familiar with the plan so you're not surprised when you get there, but you don't have to memorize this. So on load-in day, for the merchandise people, you're going to go straight, and then we'll move you up right into the merchandise area so you don't get caught in the traffic over here, because this is where the food vendors are going to be. Okay? So merchandise, you'll have to let the gate officer know your merchandise, and we'll send you a different path so that you can get there a little bit quicker. For food vendors, we're going to send you up Beulah to come into the food vendor area, and then you'll be directed to your zone by the officers. There's going to be plenty of staff there to help direct you to your area. This is important because on loadout, it's going to look different. We'll talk about that on loadout, okay? But, spoiler alert, for loadout, there's only going to be one way in. We're not going to split it because of safety, all right? So for load in, we'll have our officers guide you. Are you doing loadout there? What do you want? You can come back to that later. Yeah. Is there anything else for load inside? You're still talking about it.
Okay, so the commander just talked about Friday load-in. As you can tell, the load-in process can be really complex. 俾多 New Friday 嘛，你要那其實俾三個你要一塊要用到時候，佢你 line up 你覺得ตัวในตำรวจอย่างเขาหายให้เดียช่วย line up 你ก็สอต่อไป佢นี่โอ้เขาหรือได้ตำรวจอย่างว่าได้กับลูกไฟ line up จะรู้ชื่อเขาได้อย่างก้าวหรอกแต่นี่เขาส่ง佢ไปถัดซอ New Friday ตาแล้วรอรู้จุดเก่งตัวนี้อย่างว่าอีเชีย when you're loading in the job is not to start setting up right 佢ไปอย่างว่าชื่อเขาตัวนี้นู่วันเสาร์ให้วันที่ถกG 夢則項目 G 夢則項目 G 夢則項目嘅項目其實佢俾ลูก活動能夠了啦。佢อย่างนี้只係啲項目你咪你多你又中，嗰個 G 你咪上佢俾最多。項目佢俾ลูก活動夠了，佢俾就可以俾ลูก中化到 vendors 有冇額紅有冇餐紙咗你ลูก中了啦 ，OK。So I just want to share that from 5 to 7 on Saturday and Sunday are opportunities for you to drive in and replenish if you still need more water or more drinks, more food that you're bringing in either Saturday or Sunday morning. All of vendors, as long as you have that load-in pass, you can come in at 5 to 7. If you have staff, they must have a ticket, but you guys can all come in that morning, and our admissions teams will be available at gate number 6, and they will check your car with our security team. 你嗰啲包咩係嘅？有啲我見你有我可能有都都冇得咗條專門項目，兩家好多路費等等啲落嘅鬥，兩落嘅鬥俾全家咁樣嘅，就可同埋俾全部嘅兩多呢，你有拎標嚟嘅，你有落好多路費嘅，一拎威嚟 B， 你有冇考 hand stamp 嘅？你家鬥落好，要全部嚟 B 啦，有好多路費，你有全部 B 俾你包嘅嘅，你有一啲咧唔加就好，就係俾有全入 B 嘅，冇 B 出咁咧唔加俾你เลย。Okay, so 頭俾碌核中俾嘅中吧，俾莫就碌中吧啦。We have a gate 7, but honestly we have 6 gates, right? 7 is to help explain that entry at Hamlin and Jessamine, but we have 6 gates and those 6 gates will open at 8 a.m. On Saturday and Sunday to the general public. When cars are replenishing, we're asking that you be mindful. If you're still in the vicinity at 6:45, start packing up and getting your car ready to leave by 7. Because at 8 a.m., those gates have to open for athletes that are coming to their first game. Those gates are opening for families that are waiting outside. Vì mong sư với cho quan năng kỳ lạ tiếng nhớ được dùng ca ló tiếp cho ai nên chỉ có tiếng cha năng kỳ lạ tới online vậy cái hiện nay nó được phải chỉ chế tạo vấn đề vì một cái bên page tạo cho thành trong đó để có cái sự được cục đề kia được họ nay họ chuyển tiếng cái đây là thấy tàu lúc trong đó on time. If you are planning to come on foot, we will not let you come in before 8 a.m. Those of you, and we'll talk a little bit more later on, so I'm going to try to not jump information so it stays in place. Hydronate had the gate number 2. Ni lu packet, bây giờ hôm nay mình lu gate number 2. Lu gate number 2 như là rất gate không một. Cái giờ hay tiền này đó, chỉ cho không này, chỉ là bây giờ không ấy tí, giờ bây giờ có một sư cũng cho rau mỏ ta là nó bây giờ một ta làm gì nữa nhỉ? Bây giờ ta đâu cơ. They want gate number 2 pay all day. Này có bỏ ít về nên cái wristband. They want ở đây lieutenant đó nè. Hiện nay yuan gì nên cho họ cái thằng bây giờ mất chủ kiện. Cho họ khả năng là ít có security risk cho họ. Bây giờ bảo hệ để tụi nó nhận đây nhận cái thợ rau mỏ ra lò mình quý giờ ít tụi vendor. Cho nên đi cái vendor cái là cú trên thợ đây là trên thợ nó rau mỏ sẽ làm cho họ biết cái một cái cho lù có cái cụ bé hay là những một tế mình tạo cái biết bảo vệ trong đi trong cụ này ạ. Cái bây giờ đi bù được bây giờ vendor bây giờ một cái đây là mua bây giờ một cái rau mỏ là mua cái giờ đi một cái wristband bây giờ đi cắt tàu sẽ làm. So nó này cái là cái mấy cái number để cái bút trong nó bút bị chơi này wristband chứ. Giờ này ở cái wristband. The wristband's purpose is not in admissions. You still have to have a ticket with that wristband. But the purpose of the wristband is so that your person who is replenishing can come in and out of gate number 2 and be recognized by our security team that, hey, Brian is wearing an orange wristband. He is a vendor. He has a right to carry all those boxes of water or all those boxes of food with him in. But be prepared that because gate number 2 is considered an admissions gate, all those boxes, you have to have them ready for security checks. You will delay all the other vendors if your boxes or your bags are not ready and open so that security can quickly review and log. Okay? If có những comment mình hay tiệt, những bạn khổng lồ nước trong bài nó có ó, mình chỉ lo thằng chí mong cho xa mong đỡ, này cái khổng yêu chủ ready cho biết cho nó nên sai cái trôi dê là chơi nữa. Giờ lấy này cái khổng như trường nhất học tiếng nó ấy trường mua thích trôi thế này cái giờ thích sẽ hành đây cái online ấy những cái thủ đấy cái online đây thì cho họ là một khổng đầu. It was like a high pressure environment process in the delays. Did you have a question?
So, yeah. So, vendor gate 2 for the vendors to go in, they have to pay admission.
Yeah, so you will be given tickets today. So those the gate number 2 is for vendors that have a wristband to say you're bringing any equipment. Yeah.
And then, open at 8 a.m. is the earliest.
Yeah. It's a replenishing window and hopefully offers a more quickly flow of traffic for our vendors only. But I have heard that in previous years when it gets too busy and there's no one at the vendor gate number 2, that they will use it for admissions as well. So we will allow our admissions people and our security team to make those decisions, but good question. But we do allow, so you want to, the reason why I'm saying this is if you have a lot of equipment, you want to bring them all in on Friday. If you have a lot of stuff to bring back and you were done Friday, you want to bring it in the morning between 5 to 7. Because if you are trying to bring in bulks and bulks of stuff in gate 2, you're going to hold up that line. Okay? All right, so Amanda was talking about the zones. So we're going to repeat this again. Vendors will have 2 load passes, one for Friday, one for Sunday. What's changed this year is Sunday loadout. You will still need to all go back to the state fair, get it stamped by our parking team and St. Paul Police. Previous years, we didn't do that on Sunday, but we had too many cars just show up at Hamlin holding up traffic, and that is a residential area, so we want the neighborhood to like this event, like all of you, like us. So we're trying something new this year. If that doesn't work, we'll try something else next year. But this year, Sunday, you're all going back to the state fair. You're gonna line up in your zones, and then when we are given the green light for people to enter the McMurray Fields, then police will start releasing your cars. So any cars that start lining up on Hamlin, and we're gonna check, if you don't have a stamp, you're gonna go back to the state fair. So you might as well start at the state fair. Okay? 或者幾要係第呢幾年好神嚟啦，係呢幾就哦而冇嚟啦，個俾落到俾嘅單啦，係俾嗰幾年冇交路費啦，幾到呢年冇交路費啦，要全部靠 stamp 嚟嘅，俾嘢大家散呢就啱冇買啦個 state fair。So ขอ個出嚟共地好神嚟啦，依就啱冇個 state fair。同真雞真樣誒，俾嘅抌落係就 OK， 主要你有碌啲啦，擺落幾單啦，呢冇當啦，你俾作到呢落嚟嘅。cái tấm lô về nó mà cô biết cái tấm lô về stick there để hai tiền cá lại con là một vấn đề. So these zones are different. We have these in your packets for you, so you know exactly what zones you are. This is very important for load in. So as you see here, 7:30 a.m. Zone 1 are food trucks. How many food trucks are in the room today? Oh, one, yay, don't be shy. We love your food. So, food trucks, your food truck, not Xiamong Baking, so Xiamong, because you guys come really early. So, Xiamong, we're going to line you up. And as you see here, I want to say this right here, and I know we're being recorded for other food trucks that are not here today. We're going to line you up. Last year, I took a really long time finding FTI, and you guys made me get my exercise that morning. So, food trucks, we're going to line up. Number 1 is going to be FTJ. Number 2, FTI. Number 3, FTH. Number 4, FTG. You guys got the drill now? Food truck like my hope is that McMurray Fields. Amanda, Laura, hey, FTJ, number E, slide right in. Okay? 可能要考巴個，像比較嘅業務是嘅，然後比較第一邊四邊嘅沙一巴跟住車啊，比較呢提咗嗰啲所有呢個業務然後 food truck 先啊，嘅啲就比較容易咗啲。So does that make sense? I know I spoke long in English and sometimes I drop words. So if something doesn't make sense in between translations, just raise your hand, okay? So Zone 1 is this area, food trucks. And then Zone 2, it's not very legible here because there's lights in here, but Zone 2 is this group right here. Oh wait, I'm so sorry, this is zoning out. Loading out, this is Sunday. Amanda, this is what you're talking about. So load in map is different, but definitely remember that either days, Friday or Sunday, food trucks are part of Zone 1. So for load out, you have to start at the state fair. Again, what we said, on Sunday night. And so probably Zone 1, food trucks. Zone 1 also includes all of you that are merchandise and displays, right? You are all a part of Zone 1 because you don't have all the heavy equipment that food does. So I don't have it on here, but you'll see it in the maps in your packet that Zone 1 on Sunday are all merchandise, displays, and food trucks. And that means that when those gates open for cars to come in, we're sending in cars to pick up those zones. And so then you are the first to leave on Sunday night. But that doesn't mean you're leaving right at 8 p.m. It could be 9 p.m., 10 p.m., when all the pedestrians are out when soccer games are over. Okay, so I want to make that very clear. Còn bây giờ bao mình để thầu gì mong cái mình ô hơ lử nghĩa là hai đứa này hay zone 1 cái khổng cái theo những mua để nó quý giờ mua để nó bo lại giờ mua để nó cho food truck nè gì mong cái bị pack cái khổng nè để choขี่để cho tu sửaเราขอเป็นไม่ได้พันในเด็กเขาจึงยิ่งชอบเลยเป็นที่เราแค่นี้นะเราขอแต่ชิโนเป็นเกมส์ต่างๆเป็นเกมส์ต่างพอซื้อเกมแต่เป็นเกมที่ต่างๆเรื่อยๆเลยกับสมมตินี่เห็นนี่กับลูกแฟนเราให้จีจงเลยนะ because we don't want an accident เก็บได้มาในเช่นเดี๋ยวเราได้แต่เก็บนี่ clear เรื่อยๆเลยในเก็บตามตัวมาแต่โอเคUnited Hmong Family เป็นผู้ตัวนี้ก็vendor เลยหลอดจ่อเลยกับของนะเก็บได้เราเนี่ยยุ่งยุ่งมงได้เราใช้ยุ่งกับมงกูรู้เชื่อสากูจะเชื่อแต่ชมนอไปอย่าง on time เก็บเลยหลอดเก็บไปอย่างจอนี่กับ food truck นี่กับมัวของที่เราไปกันหยอกเป็นจอนี่เอาบ้านเราได้ในเงินซองวัน Okay, any questions, Amanda, Laura, anything else to add?
Yeah, I'll jump in. That's okay. Yeah, thank you. I have some notes. Okay, I want to go back to, we can leave it on this map too, but I want to go back to load-in. President Mee said something that's super important that'll help everybody in the process, so I just want to make sure it's stressed, is, and you can use the map you just had. Yeah. So for load-in, when you guys get to your spots, please don't work on setting up your booth, okay? Don't just grab one thing out of the truck, set it up, grab another thing out of the truck, set it up, because there are so many vendors trying to get their areas set up, and they only have a limited time because of all the different time slots, okay? So for load-in, when you get to your area, you and your helpers, please just empty your vehicle, set it in your spot, and please clear a path so that other vehicles can go through. Don't spread it across the parking lot, okay? And then once you've done that, then you can leave. If you need to make another trip, but then use your time to start setting up. That is a big one because some vendors don't do that, and it bogs it down for everybody, because if you're right here, and you're trying to set up and you're blocking the road and the next person is over here, there's no way for them to get there. And so the entire line has to hold, okay? I don't know if you want to relay that in mind.
So đại map nó nếu như đại map cho núi sản địa là đấy mà đại map để nhắc hậu đi thấy sao cái dòng á nếu như đi nó này tầm lộ này là này hay lắm bên một dòng y dòng o dòng tây bị sợ phải nó dòng y thì rồi ở dòng o nhá bên nó cái dòng tây nhá nó để họ chỉ kinhจะก็ให้เราลุ้นสิยันนี่รอจนถึง Friday เป็นจอนี่เราไม่ได้ของถอยยีมงซอก็อีมงเดินนี่ชอบสีลูกชิ้นอะไรจานนี่กับเจ๊เก่าเลยอยากให้เด็กว่านี่อยากพันยูจะลองหมดท่าตอนนั้นเลยนี่อยากจูสีลูกชิ้นอะไรเท่ากับตานี่อยากของมงเป็นว่าเป็นจีนนะครับมงเที่ยนี่อยากของตัวกับตานะจะเขาก็อีมงกินลูกชิ้นกับตาเกี่ยนี่ไม่ได้ของเที่ยตัวตาเลยโลเลยเกี่ยนี่มาดีไม่ได้อยากของทอเกิดก็là một ý về cha này cái chế cáo nên sau mỗi này cái học cho cụ cầu chất kế nó những cái lúc bây giờ bị sai để nó biết cái nó cái giờ chủ nhân trong hay để chủ chúa giờ bố đi nó là tổ có sẽ nói cái trái chất kế nó cái chuyện cái giờ không thâu ta nó là gì lấy sáng lo tàu đó nó có cái chuyện cha có lúc chuyện cầu này cái họ gọi là cái cho họ giờ bố phải nói giờ lo thế này nó giờ biết mà giờ giống cái gì cũng khỏi giống hay để xét được một bát đâu mình gìแต่ชิมาจะเป็นว่าตอนนี้แต่ละย่อตัวนอนหรือมันจะของจอปูจะนอนจะเป็นจะส่งนะป้าตอนนี้ตื่นนะเอ็งนี่เฉยๆกับตาต้อไม่มิ่งเอ็งนี่ที่รีบเอาจากสักเกย์กับเป็นเฉยๆรู้ Friday เก็บเป็นสักกับเฉยๆมันจะมุ่งรุ่นสีรู้สักเลยหญิงมวยเป็นขี่แล้วเป็นจงขี่แต่ช้ากู้เองเราเป็นช้าๆเราสินะเกย์
Okay, and the next piece, especially for load-in and replenish, President Mee talked about it a little bit too, is on Como, where you can go on gate 2. Please remember, because we do have parking enforcement, we have to be respectful of the neighbors there, but it's also, Como is a very busy street, so we can't let cars stay there for a long time, so they will be ticketed or towed, okay? And I don't want that to happen to you guys. It's way too expensive and way too much of a pain for all the work that you're putting in that weekend. So please be mindful of the fact that those cars cannot just park on Como while you replenish, because they will be towed, okay?
And that's why it's important for the wristband. because tuning li chalu fai lo na ya ai nang aja khong lo na họ có đi mua ít tu ai li nhớ được chắc kế nó rồi họ đến lụt fai nhớ tổ chi là thì sẽ là cái nếu mua ít tu mình là một ngàyจะkhong cho họ là đi tu lo cho cái chalu fai lo nếu mua được tôi nang aja khong cái này tu mua họ wristband một thầu mà biết cả liên quan đến đại application cái thế có thể nên hơn vendor nóแต่ชิมาไม่เจอมองว่าของที่นี่จะก็ได้แต่เราจะไม่ได้มองป้องนะอย่าได้มองที่ไหนเราสิเก็บไม่มองเก็บ wristband แล้วนี่เก็บ wristband นี่เก็บเชื้อชีรต้านเขาได้เก็บนี่เนี่ยเขาหน่อยที่เก็บนี่เลยโตๆอยู่เก็บแต่โอ้แต่พ่อป้าหน่อยที่เก็บนี่โอ้เขาเหลือเก็บเลยถึงมอง wristband ชีรนี่แล้ว wristband ยังนี่คือนี่เองเดี๋ยว run back and forth ไปกับเจ้านางร้านนี่จะของนี่สินะ so กับพี่ป้องไม่ให้แต่ยังก็มองอีกตัวยังตรงงานของสิเก็บแต่สมัยที่มีมัว office ออฟสินะOkay, Amanda Lolu came today. You will see here on this map that this is why we're saying the wristband. You only need 1 or 2 or 3 because it's really for that runner who's picking up stuff from that person that just dropped off on the Homo. It's 5 minutes only right here for cars to drop off, and this is a very small area. This is gate 2 and gate 3. You will see here that gate 2 is for specifically vendors because there is a sidewalk for you to come down. We didn't have the updated map here. This is an old map, but the storage space for your propane and gasoline tanks will be right here. So it's easier access for both areas, merchandise and food. So just to share a little bit of that piece for all of you.
And then now for loadout, a couple of things. So if you can go back to that map. So remember I said earlier for loadout, when you come back from Como in your zones and when you're released, this road is going to be closed. Sorry for the pictures. And then everybody is going to go one path to keep everybody safe, especially because it's going to be darker and there's lower visibility and there's a lot of big moving vehicles and such. So we're just going to do one path. Now, can you go back to the picture with all the vendor zones? Okay, perfect. So here's a couple of very, very important things for loadout. For those of you that have done this before, you're going to nod your head. When I say this, for those of you that this is your first year, I don't want to scare you, we're going to have fun. It's going to be great. But the loadout can be the most frustrating part of the event, okay? You're all going to be very tired. It's going to be a long wait, and it's a process, okay? It is going to be a longer process, no matter what, just because there's only so much space and so many different vehicles and vendor booths and equipment, okay? So here are some things that you can all do that can really help expedite this, okay? Number 1, first of all, like President Lee said, we cannot, the police and the city are liable, we cannot let the loadout process start until the field and the area is clear of people. What does that mean? That means, she said, we close at 8 p.m., right? If for some reason the sports tournament goes longer, that means we have to wait. So if you're a vendor, merchandise or food, and you're all packed up and you decide, let's say at 7:30, I'm going to get a head start, I want to go, you're going to still wait. We can't let anybody onto the field with their vehicles until the field is clear. So please know that. The time of the event closing does not mean that's immediately when loadout starts. And I know she said this a bunch, but every year we get people that don't hear that piece and they get frustrated because they're waiting, okay? The number 2 thing, for my friends at the food vendors, sometimes, especially when the sports event goes long, our food vendors decide, you know what, this is a good time to make a little bit more money and continue selling food. And what ends up happening when you do that is everybody else that wants to get out gets mad at you. But they take it out on me, and I don't like that. And so, please, when food sales are supposed to stop, please stop and start cleaning up for everybody that's here or watching online or that's not here and that will be here. Please just stop your sales. I understand the nature of business, and you know, if you really, really want to make extra sales, get a hold of me. I'll buy some extra food at the end. That's fine too. But I want to make this a good event for all of you. And right now, everybody looks very fresh, very beautiful, very, 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 very rested. None of you are going to look like this Sunday night, okay? None of you are going to look like this Sunday night. And so I want us to all kind of feel like we feel right now, and we're all friends, versus what might happen. So please, food vendors, don't extend your sales because your partners are waiting for you to hurry up, okay? The other piece is on load-in, I told you guys, hey, dump all of your stuff and then move and then set up, right? For load-out, it's a little bit different. It's the opposite, okay? For load-out, we can't let you into your area because even if your zone is up, if your area is a mess and vehicles can't get through, we can't block the roads for everybody trying to leave. So what does that mean? That means we need you to have your area packed up before we start allowing your vehicles in to load up, okay? Because we can't have you bring your vehicle and your big trucks and block the road and then take the time to start cleaning and packing and loading. That's going to take too long. And so if you have family or friends helping you, if one of you goes to get the car, great. But while that happens, everybody else needs to start packing up. And then our officers and our friends with UHF will come around and say, GG is ready to go. GG has a white Toyota truck. Send them in. That's how that process happens. That way, when you get here, you can hurry up and start loading and it makes it faster, okay? So we're going to repeat that one more time because that's every year we run into the same issue and people get frustrated. Please, at load out, pack up your stuff before your vehicles come in. We won't let them in if you haven't packed anything up yet, okay? Because it'll take way too long and you will block the roads, all right? So no extending food sales. I'll buy something extra, that's fine. Pack up your stuff first, and you won't be allowed in until the field is clear, and that's the big piece. Some of you, especially merchandise, or friends with the merchandise, some of you have such small stuff that if you want to start walking it up to gate 2 and have your friends come pick you up on Como or your family, and you don't even want to come in here, that's fine too. If you can walk everything up to Como, you can certainly do that. And a lot of our friends in the merchandise booth do that every year. So you're welcome to do that as well. You don't have to wait if you think you can lift everything. But some of you have a lot of heavy equipment that's not practical. So I said a lot for you to interpret. I'm sorry, President.
I remembered everything. So, this year, as you heard earlier, we're trying something new. I'm going to say this in English. I know you guys are waiting for me to say it in Hmong. But remember, you're starting at State Fair this year again on Sunday, pertaining and aligning with what Amanda just shared. So you're going to zone 2, if you're zone 2 and double S is not ready, we're going to not stamp your voucher or your load out pass. Okay? If you wait until our officers over here have said this is SS is truly ready. Ở trên kia của sa biết tao Amanda cho lù có mấy hay tia lu ấy nó bây giờ lò đi nó mà sát cả số đầu qua cho họ được cho đi nó vì hay tia họ chỉ tính chấp lời giờ hay tia có lu bu giờ GG đi mà ta được hay and it's still ready nát xong có lu zoneแต่ชิตัวเล็กตัว ready ตามว่าชูเดือดhọ cũng hay cả dùng chấp lời để bây giờ để trái nó để những mua ít cái vấn đề hay để bây tụ ở đây này hay để nhớ bây tỏ và bây cho bây cái lu file lọแต่ชิcái lu file cái đi lò đi mua đâu có sẽ là mát thôi là sẽ là khí thôi là sẽ là sát thôi làแต่ชิมาhọ chỉ tính chấp lời cái đi do giống hay tia vì cái nhỏ ít lu rõ ấy nó để mua chắc có lại không bây giờ sau mua cái họ xí họ nói ít họ dùng thì chỉ hay họ pay để họ trở nên basic chỉ vô cáiคือvô rau vô mỏ sát thọ phải biết cái rau mỏ đi bỏ hết tiền giờ ba chỉ tao ta ấy chỉ tao cái cú mua không tới cho họ tới xí cái đi ôn họ lử đi là cái này hay tiền cái phần này là final game mà nó cái đi nó final game cái tiếp bao tiền final game cái tới rồi thì cứ còn cái chỗ này chỉ sức tàn á cái giờ tiền cái nhân dòng on cái cơ là tức là hay có bất thường gì không thì ok lúc cái chụp tỷ đó tiếp bên nào cái bây giờ biết final game cái bây giờ cầu này à cái rồi sang là tức lò đó tôi phải dùng một cái chống mắt cầu này cái bây qua final game cái tới rồi final game vì mong cho mong cái tà là nó nên ta là cái tới cái bây tỏ cái này nhá hồi lúc đó là tờ tà sẽ là gì kể thật đi là tờ tài kể mà đi cho kể là tài lọt đó chỉ mới thấy to còn là tờ cả tài này mà đi cho hay đi kể khổng kể hay nhớ dòng ó đi này tầm của này là hái đi nhớ dòng ó ấy đi nhớ tụi dù nói đi tích chỉ tàu mới đây kể khổng gì nữa kể biết cho nên lũ phai lò nên lũ phai chứ là nhớ tại nó thái cho kể đồ gặp phải nó là một sẽ là tàu chỉ tàu là ready là tiếng gì ta là cái track là giúp cái lớp tụi dù nó chỉ cách đây là tận hoa kể là tàu chỉ tàu kể thật ra kể sẽ là chị cả chị thì ở và tôi kể ít bên đây chỉ là chỉ đồ tụi tao là sẽ hỏi nên họ chỉ đồ anh em là nên họ chỉ đồ phụ kể nó phụ cứ lo kể thì mình kể bây giờ ít mỏng chị cả kể anh em được thấy lo được tiền thuốc nó mà biết sẽ được trong cô trong đầu sẽ được so sánh giàu đó chị sáng đến này sẽ xua xong là xong là cái tí cả cái game món cái game họ đây cái giàu này à ấy đến bây giờ sáng cả nhiều dấu nhiều món là anh em đặt sổ xe nhiều tí xí đến đây là này đến đây tao bị cái việc khổng mà đi phá đi rồi kia chưa đi đến lên xí là chỉ phải chỉ nghĩ chấp là cái là cái chơi plát đấy là chỉ mà cái chỉ mà theo chỉ hỏi là đi cái thứ này à cái của anh đã ai có cái tiền hai cái mà đi kia là rồi cái tiền nó reserve ấy cái mà làm ta này là chỉ phải chỉ nghĩ chấp là cho đó đấy chỉ mà cái này sẽ được các xe này thì cái dòng sao cái sẽ mất tan dòng bò đi cá bây giờ bây giờ chỉ có tê cái nó để bắt tao cái từ này bây giờ nó cái việc đây nè cái bây giờ xuyên đấy cái ít thứ ba ít thứ kia họ cả sắp lại sắp kế họ biết bỏ thì cái khả này mình made cái kia nào biết được cái giống pizza hay tiệt bây giờ mà bây giờ chúng ta cái này nó đâu phải là những gì nữaแต่ชีพอนั่นน่ะไม่ปลอดใจ blue beverage booth and the red food booth นี่มันที่จะเกิดไม่ไอ้เราจะเกิดเหตุที่เราดูไฟได้นะเกิดไม่ตัดตรงแต่พอเลยเกิดไม่ใช่เรื่องใช่ปะ anything else ไหมคะ
I think that's it. I think the biggest piece, you know, I don't know if we're closing or doing questions and answers, but this is a wonderful event. We're celebrating Hmong community, and so it's very fun. It's one of our favorite events to work. It's one of the events the city takes a lot of pride in, and the partnership is very valued. And seeing a lot of our friends come back year after year is wonderful. So we just want to make sure this process, for all the hard work you all do, and for the representation of what it does to the Hmong community, we just want to make sure it goes smoothly. And I just want to make one quick shout out. My friends at Shuga are here. And I noticed that I still don't have my hat that I've been asking for, so to represent, so I'm just going to say it one more time. But welcome back, everybody. And then for those of you, it's so great to have you, and we hope you have a lot of fun this year. I don't know if we're closing or what. That's all I got. All right.
We still have a lot more to go, but we are close, so that you guys can get your hats. So when you are setting up Friday, before you all leave, you have to check in with Pao and Pachia. I don't know if Pao and Pachia are there. Can you guys grab them so that they can reintroduce everybody else, but the people you guys are interacting with, you forgot to show who they are. So this is Pachia. Pachia, raise your hand. Pachia, okay? They got your food, beverage, food trucks. You guys will see Pachia the most. She'll be there with you all day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Pao today, Pao your big today over the Philippines. So you need to go to social or to link it. Pao, he gets all your calls. He needs all your emails. So that's Pao. He'll be with you guys as a merchandise and display areas. They are the people that are going to come audit your spaces on Friday. And when we say audit your spaces, you guys will see this map. I did get to share this earlier, especially here, the booth. In between each tent or canopy, there is supposed to be 2 to 3 feet. We're going to try to mark it with an X, but if it rains out and gets washed away, just know that Pao and Pachia and our security, I saw Sai, they'll be riding with Pao and Pachia to come visit all of you and see how things are going. And so they're also going to be watching and making sure that you don't have any equipment or grills on the grass. We want to make sure that there are no burnt grass this year, no broken trees when we leave, so that the neighborhood there appreciates our presence every year. And at the same time, They're gonna come and look at your tarps or what you have on the floor if you are using hot oil, so you don't get fined. And like Brian shared earlier, make sure that that is fireproof. Brian is still here if you have questions about what type of flooring. Hiện nay sắp qua đấy giờ nó giờ cái sắp phải này nó thì hiện nay giờ kỹ cho bây giờ chịu một tầng đó. Đó phải giờ cho sắp đây là một công nhé liền một đôi như kiểu cái phải này nó có sẽ đi phải đây kiểu cái phải này cái hiện nay sắp có Brian chuyện nhớ nó thì là thế này thì cái tao thì chỉ qua họ cái chỉ lo cho này à thì mình nhớ nó hết họ chỉ kỹ chấp đó là hay cái biết chuyện rồi hay tiền thầu ở đây này một chế này đây này cái không cho này cái chế cầu tạ. Before you leave your vendor booth, you must seek Paul or Pachia. And they're going to come over and they're going to put this sign, it looks like this, that has your vendor booth number, who is the owner of that vendor booth, and your phone number. That helps Brian, that helps the Minnesota Department of Health, and all the other people who are inspecting your area when they come over. They're not going to have your application. And they're going to come over and say, hey, is Brian here for booth number 44? I'd like to speak to Brian because on this sheet, you're going to hang it on the left side of your booth. So Pachia and Pao will come with this sheet and say, hey, Brian, your booth is within 10 by 10. You are good to go. You don't have anything on the grass that's outside. Perfect. They're going to sign off. You'll have Pachia and Pao sign off that they saw that your booth is set up correctly in the dimensions. Nên chỉ một khổng nó để cho nhỏ đi luôn. Chỉ cầu là nhất là có việc hoặc cầu hay cầu cái mốt rồi đi. Kể cả mà đi cả. Mốt hoặc là này nè. Nên giờ tên đi giờ thang đi cái chế. Cái đi nhớ là phải theo cái mốt rồi đi sư. Đi xong mốt này giờ phải đi kể cả nhỏ sáng đầu là giờ lì dạ. Đi khó ấy đi cho tàu cho họ Brian generators are supposed to be 20 feet outside of the tents. They go feet, cái bây giờ ở bên thì muốn cho cái tàu cho sông nó nè. Em phải theo nó là cái của hai cái chuyện này của chúng ta nè. Họ có lúc cái some more. The sheet. This is supposed to fit a stretcher in between each of your tents this year. Okay? Last year của lò dâu được tàu dòng cái là有什么反面của đi bỏ tất cái và nó bây giờ tầm đua theo cho fire marshal theo cho nó emergency ambulance. Nhiều sự là bên lúc cũng change cái gì. Giờ ít tụi mình là trong mót cái này nó nè, cái nào bên tụi bỏ ít tụi mình trong mót cái thằng của nó nè. Từ đó sẽ là có nên chúng ta đi học này rồi. Tại vì hulu ambulance là mà lo để tiếp theo là số này là cho nên là sai nên tức là bắt sẵn lò nè, tức là còn số nè. Giờ phải nói hỏi bây giờ chúng ta off feet, back feet, and talk, and it's some of that jaw in between. The check out the there. Thank you. Hôm nay tôi check gate, and then họ Brian, bên nhau nói thế này phải lo lùi tiền. New generator. Giờ chúng ta nên có feet outside. Ở bên lúc chỉ cầu. Bây giờ mất theo thật sâu, xong nó theo đi cho theo ổn số ở mỏ. Có nên lúc theo nên sâu nên có feet within your area cho new generator. Chỉ có hay để bên ngoài nên cầu bài biết cho nó này thì bên lúc chỉ cầu bây giờ mất thác cả toàn thân nên cầu bài biết cho nó là cái của đi quả đi rồi phải rồi thế. Giờ đến bên lúc chỉ cầu nên phải thấy nên cầu bài biết cho phi. Ở cái này hai bên lúc chỉ cầu bài nên cầu xứ để biết đi cho tao nên lúc generator chúng nó cũng nên lúc chỉ cầu chúng nó tên. So I just want to reiterate that in English so that those of you that are not Hmong speaking, it was very real for me last year when I came to purchase food and someone fell because of dehydration, and it took a very long time for EMS to come in there and check on this person because we did not have breaks between tents. So this year, we're putting 2 or 3 feet, and to be really honest, like I said in Hmong, I hope this does not happen, but if we need someone, we need EMS to come in. These areas that we're putting in here is not just for visuals. It's to say that you should have about 2 feet. And we'll try to put X's there, like I said earlier, so that you know that you cannot go past this with your tender canopy.
Just so you know, underneath the fire code, when we talk about tent separation, it is a minimum of 10 to 12 feet. It's what we normally call out in those events. It's a 12-foot rule. So 3 feet is being very generous, and a lot of people like to put storage in there.
We need to have clear locking space. Fire code also says every 100 feet we have to have exits. Those are allowed for emergency personnel, whether it's EMS, whether it's police, whether it's interior security staff, to make sure they can quickly get around. That will also loosen up a lot of congestion, so people are able to move around the event a lot more freer, and also enjoy their time there a whole lot more too.
Thank you, Ryan, and thank you for allowing us just 3 feet for this event. Và nếu tôi sẽ nói cho là liên tiếp tiếp rất là cây nhất là họ luôn trong sinh họ ấy lúc kiaคือแต่สวัสดีเป้มาอีกทีเด็ดแค่นั้นยังก่อออฟฟี่แต่ชิมาแล้วก็แต่เป้ลูกเธอเราอยู่ในที่เหลือลูกเป้ลูกต้องเช่นไงอ่ะเดี๋ยวลูกเป้ว่าออฟฟี่กับเป้ฟิกซึ่งนะแต่ชิพอก็ช่วยเราชอบจอในเกี่ยวของในแต่ที่ชอบในเกี่ยวกับเก่าอีลูเต้าอีลูอีลูเต้าอีลูมุนซีแบบนั้นอ่ะ Alright, so I wanted to share that you must get your document on your tent before you can wrap up and go home on Friday, okay? And you have until 8 p.m. on Friday to set up because those doors close at 8 p.m. And so we will have a security team at gate 2. That's the only entrance on Friday to walk in. All the other gates will be closed. Gate 2 and gate number 6 will be open for us to set up Friday. And that's just for public safety. Chẳng có hãy lường gì cho bây giờ những tôi thích chia sẻ nó thì tiền lúc Friday giờ bây giờ tao biết là không chơi thì bây giờ trong và nó bây giờ tao kể nhỉ là vì chắc cái khó xí này à bây giờ tao cũng chơi là người dùng cái bây giờ hay lúc trong và nó có rồi đi tao kể ló thì nó nằm ở trâu để tao phải ló lúc Friday không ngờ xin là bây giờ một security job để cái này sẽ được tao mới mình lên đầu để đi cái này bóng ba thì để sách cô rồi phải rất kỹ Lexington cái bên lọt soi cái đi không kỹ bên là cái này cái kỹ để được cho biết chắc để tung hoa này. Alright, so for those of you who are merchandise and displays, please complete your surveys and mark off, and then you can start heading to the back. We have in here your loaded passes and what should be in there. So I'm going to let them clear up. I know you guys have been back for a long time. You want to get up and stretch. Ryan is here. If you guys have questions,
Pass them all. Pass them all.
I think we got it in here. Your display move. All food booths, food trucks, and beverage. If you should move to the front. And then we would like to see you.
Should I stop recording?
Yeah, I think you're good.